Hello, this is your girl, Miss Amelia, with So Exceptional, Miss Amelia. This you all know it's back to school time. As we also know, usually everybody do their classroom setups, and it's like 3 or 4 vlogs for a classroom setup series. I'm not doing that. I've been there, done that. You guys can check out the other videos. They're still on here with my classroom setup stuff. I believe they're still on here. I think they are, yeah. My classroom setup stuff. So this year I'm going to do a series of what it's like to come back as a special education teacher. Things you have to do as a special education teacher, junior high special education teacher. That's the stuff that I'm going to focus on in this back to school vlog. Like me getting all their paperwork and stuff together so that I can transfer them over and send them to all their paperwork over to their high school special education teacher. Me having to prepare to work on amendments for schedule changes and stuff like that to take place so their service hours can reflect based off their schedules and all that stuff like that. That is what this vlog is going to be over. I'm not going to do an unpacking classroom setup. I already have my classroom set up because I already came and did it. I just want to get that crap done and over with because I know I was going to have paperwork to do. And we just got the kids' schedules today, and I have like 6 IEPs that I have to amend. I knew I was going to have 6. Luckily, my caseload isn't as big this year. This year, my caseload is only 12, which should really be 11 because one of the mothers already told me. And one of her twins has moved with their godparents. So I really have a caseload of 11. So really, I only have to do 5 amendments. No, 6. It's still 6. I have 6 amendments to do. And I'm fine with that because I was expecting to have to do amendments. So these vlog series is going to cover what it's like to come back as a special education teacher. What do you do to prepare? What do I have to do as far as based off my district to prepare for that? And I'm me preparing my curriculum and all that stuff like that. That is what this vlog series is going to be over for the next couple vlogs. I'm back. I know it's been a minute. Stuff gets kind of crazy when the school year really get going. And that's why. And then this year I am working. I have 3 jobs. Technically 4 because I coach 2, but I have 3 jobs. I work at the school. I do the after school / summer program. That's another job because it's not connected to the school. It's through a college at HBCU here in Missouri. And then the third job I just started 5 weeks ago. It's an overnight job, and it's at a group home for teenage boys, like boys that might have got removed from their home and they can't be in foster homes for whatever reason and stuff like that. Some of them because they assaulted people or harmed them, but some of them it's because the living situations of their parents isn't correct or whatever. So, and that's an overnight job. So, you also will be getting a glimpse of what's it like to be working 3 jobs as a special education teacher as well. So, if that's something that might be interested in, then stay tuned. Click the bell for notifications. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, join me this school year as a special education 7th and 8th grade junior high teacher in the Missouri School District. Hello, hello. This is your girl, Miss Amelia with So Exceptional with Miss Amelia. I'm in my classroom again. I am gonna discuss a couple things. Like I got packages and some stuff in for my requisition that I did at the end of the school year. One thing I got in, and one thing you should make sure you have as a special education teacher, in my opinion, is a shredder in your classroom. So this year I requisitioned a shredder. It's a 10-sheet cross-cut paper shredder, and that's because as a special education teacher, when you're writing the IEPs and stuff like that, you have to shred the stuff once it's done, as far as like all of the drafts, when you're making all those drafts and you're making corrections and all that stuff like that. And any paperwork related to the kids, if you're making a draft and you have to edit it, make corrections, you have to shred it. And usually I have a shred pile, and at the end of the year I end up, because my para is supposed to shred it, but she never does. She never takes it to the office and do it. So instead of me going to the office, I'm gonna have a shredder in my room. So anybody that's a special education teacher, when you requisition you a little shredder, they under $100. They're like $35 to $80. Granted, that'll take up a good portion of your requisition, but it'll make your life easier as a special education teacher, because then you can just shred your stuff as soon as you get it done, and I have to have all that pile up. Make it a little easier on your life. So I'm opening up this shredder, and I have to figure out where I'm gonna put it at. I think I'm gonna put it like, I don't know. I kind of want to put it at my desk, but at the same time, I kind of want to put it like in another area in my classroom. Because this year I'm gonna have a cadet teacher. That is when you have a high school student, a senior in high school. They act as your aide, and they get a credit for it by helping out in your classroom. So this year I'm gonna have an aide in my classroom, which will be helpful because 90% of the time my para gets pulled to sub in other classes. So this year I'm gonna have an aide. So that's another suggestion. If you're working at a school that has cadet teaching or some type of stuff like that, where they let the high school seniors do stuff for credit, get you one of them. It's going to be helpful to you because you'll have that aid still. And won't have her do like obviously major stuff, like, but I will have her like do stuff like she's gonna help me grade my papers. I'm gonna have her help me do the social skills activities and stuff with them, and help them during resource time, one-on-one time with their work in their other classes. This will allow me time to be able to, this will give me more help, because like my para, she sucks at math. She can't do math. A lot of the times when I have kids that are in reg at math that come to me for resource and have math hours, math service time, she can't help them. So that means I have to help them. But I also have to teach the lessons, because the way some stuff is set up, like the special education teacher has to actually teach the lessons, but the aide is the one that can help them, but the aide can't actually teach the lessons. So if I have a lesson to teach and I got somebody that need help with their math from another class, my parent can't help them. She won't help them. So I have an aide, a high school student, and they have to have like pretty good grades to be able to do it, because they have to have free hours left and not have to classes they hold to be able to do it. So that's going to help me a lot. I have to put this together. I'll come back later and put this together on camera with y'all.